All right. Well, welcome back. My name is KC with Team Castelli of Elevate Real Estate. Here today with Ciera Anglin, and this is your 3-month check-in on your journey of becoming a new agent.
It's been 90 days.
It's been 90 days since her first day here, and we wanted to do a check-in to show you the progression of starting out as a brand new real estate agent uh, with little to no experience, and then what it looks like 3 months in a team structure. So, Sierra, that being said, how many do you currently have closed? How many have you closed in your 3 months here?
From January to now, I've got one closed.
One closed.
Closed one.
And then how many do you currently have pending?
I currently have three pending that I anticipate to close up this month of April.
So that puts you at, by the end of April, which would be 4 months in, having 4 deals closed, which is pretty astounding if you think about the average real estate agent in the United States does about 6 deals a year. So you're going to be 4 months in with 4 deals closed. So
It's
you're
more
way
than
at,
I anticipated, but I couldn't have done it without a lot of help. So
well, that being said, Sierra, what do you feel like is your biggest win so far? So you're 3 months in. What do you feel like is the biggest accomplishment you've had in those 3 months?
I'd say, well, coming in, I didn't know how quick it was going to take off. I didn't know if I was going to keep the deals coming. So I would say the biggest win so far is after closing my first deal, continuing to, continue to get deals under contract to keep the business flowing and not just celebrating the first win too much.
So if you're a new agent that's or somebody that's looking to um, get your license to become a new agent, would you say that winds up being kind of a scary part of being on full commission is you've got them under contract, and I know that we don't particularly like them, but we do know that fall throughs is just a part of the business, and the only way you have a fall through is to get them under contract.
And I
So
have experienced two fall throughs,
right,
just being
so
upfront, which is, it that was one of the challenges that I faced, which I'm sure um, was a question that was coming. But yeah, fall throughs, they hurt. You anticipate closing them and all the excitement leading up to getting them under contract and all the work that you do for it to fall out. It hurts, but it just makes you, you know, grow, grow stronger and work harder toward the next one.
right. So what would you say in that experience? And again, no agent likes a fall through. Um, I don't know of anybody that enjoys that experience. However, it is a part of the career. It's a part of the experience, and it's just something that just can't be avoided. If you do any type of real estate business at all, you're going to have some fall throughs come your way. So, how would you feel? How would you explain to a new agent that maybe hasn't been through that yet on what are some things you did to help kind of get through that process?
Having the team behind me was a huge one. One thing I wrote that we're reading a book every quarter, and one thing that stuck out to me in this team book that we're reading is we share victories and we share losses. So experiencing those losses and having the team behind me when that happens and I'm having those big feelings, it's there to level me out. It's there to ground me. So that really helps. And then just knowing that there are more deals out there. That one deal that fell through isn't the only deal that I have an opportunity for. So just keeping your head forward. If you're really passionate about what you're doing, you're going to embrace the losses. So
Right.
that's exactly what I'm trying to do.
That's powerful. Embrace the losses when it comes to those things. So the two fall throughs that you've had, those clients, are they still working with you?
One of them is still working with me. We're still working very closely, and then the other couple that I was working with, they weren't very set on an area, so they ended up settling far out West Tennessee, which, when it boils down to it, it's best for the client.
Right.
So it's not about me. It's
Right.
what the client
And
wants.
that's very well said as well. So I would say that's probably one of the biggest challenges you've had in your first 30 days or your first 90 days, your first 3 months, is getting through those fall throughs
Absolutely.
and learning that process and understanding that you can't be attached to the outcome, right? You can't be attached to um, the paycheck that's coming whenever that closes.
No.
You can't have that already spent in your head of where that's going to go and what that's going to do because until you get that clear to close from the lender and the title company and all anybody else that may be involved in that transaction,
Mm.
those things are not guaranteed. And
No.
again, that's a part of the process. So, that being said, let's revisit what you thought was your biggest win. So 3 months in,
Hmm.
we've went through those challenges of those fall throughs. What's your biggest win? What's your biggest takeaway?
I would say overall, I closed um, a pretty high number home, pretty high priced home. And I didn't expect for that to happen. It kind of fell in my lap the way that it did. But like I said, having the team behind me and working it through inspections and appraisal and having those hard conversations with the client and just seeing that all the way to close for my first one, that was really exciting for me. That really boosted my confidence.
Right. And I remember that even in that contract, there were some challenges with that contract,
Mhm.
even so, that had to be worked through and gone through. But um, with the help of our transaction coordinator Renee, um, able to help guide through those things and do those things, um, able to find a solution for those, and that did make it to the closing table. Now, our average sales price here in the Cookeville area of Tennessee is 250,000. That's the average sales price currently in our current market, and this home was about double that
Mhm.
that you closed. So your very first closing uh, kind of jump started you um, with your income.
Yeah.
And so one question that we have on here too is what's it like for you now, 3 months in? Um, you left a salaried position or an hourly position.
Yeah.
Um, you left a what most people would consider a secure paying job where you knew you had a paycheck coming in for the amount of hours that you had, and it was routine. You left that, you went to a full commission, dove straight into it, and now you're 3 months into full commission
Hmm.
versus that hourly pay. If someone was starting their journey, if somebody was sitting in here with us today that was looking to start that journey, how would you express that to them and what that feels like and the benefits that maybe come with that may not be seen on the front end?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, starting it all out, it was very intimidating. But I want to keep harping on the fact that I have having the team behind me is a breath of fresh air when it comes to that because they're holding me accountable and making sure that I'm moving forward. But it was a scary jump going from hourly to commission. It was, I don't like the unknown. I fear the unknown sometimes. And so,
As most do.
yeah,
So, with that being said, how many deals do you need to put under contract to kind of maintain a steady flow, a steady pipeline of that full commission income? What are we looking to do? Um, obviously we're looking to do real estate at a very high level. So, how many deals are we aiming to get under contract each month?
each month we're aiming to get 3 under contract because we do want to account for a fall through. So we want to at least see 24 deals in a year. So that breaks it down to closing at least 2 a month. But we want to have 3 pending to account for that fall through.
Right, because we do know, like we mentioned earlier, that fall throughs are a part of the business, and right now, um, roughly one in every three contracts will fall out.
Mhm.
So we kind of know those numbers, and so we account for that with the three pending per month, hopefully to get two of those to close per month, which puts you at 24 deals a year, and
Mhm.
that's kind of the goal that we shoot for. So, Ciera, you're 3 months in. I think you're doing a fantastic job with what you're doing. Um, you know, the thing about doing real estate as a full-time profession is it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of discipline. And Sierra, you have both of those. You're not afraid of the work, and you definitely have the discipline, which makes that work. But if you're looking to um, become an agent, if you're looking to kind of start on this journey and you're looking for ways to be successful at this from the start, um, there's no better way than to team up with some people that's been there and done that and are more than happy to share that experience and share that knowledge with you to help kickstart your career in that. Because realistically, Ciera owns her own business. She owns Ciera Inc., and she is partnering with Team Castelli and Elevate Real Estate to grow her own business. And we're just here to watch you grow and provide you that those nutrients, that education, and that support whenever you need it. But
Absolutely.
that's the point of what we do. So, Sierra, thank you so much for being here today, and I know
Thank
that
you.
we've got some other things to get to, but it's been a pleasure speaking with you. And 3 months in, I think you're doing fantastic.
Thank you.
You're on par, if not a little bit ahead of par of where you need to be. And I think your journey is just going to blossom from here. So thank you for being with us today. We appreciate you sticking around and watching. Hopefully this helps you. And if there's anything we can ever do to kickstart your career, give us a call here at Elevate Real Estate in Cookeville, Tennessee. Y'all be good.